Are you looking for the best microtask jobs to make money online for free? Then this video is for you. My name is Michael, and many viewers on my channel have asked me about how to find the legit and best microtasks they can do from home to earn some extra money, and therefore I decided to record this video where I will share 9 great microtask platforms, both websites and apps you can use to earn some extra money by doing very simple tasks. So before I go over the 9 options I want to show you, let's first clarify what Microtask is. And it's not paid surveys or anything like that. Sometimes people think that, or sometimes people talk about it like that. That is a whole nother thing. That's for me anyways, that's not what I define as Microtask jobs. Microtask jobs are kind of other things that require you to do sometimes kind of data tasks or a little bit of writing, a little bit different things like that. It can be many different things, and I will show you examples of that when we go through this video. If you're interested in paid service, then I have a video about the best paid service instead. I'll leave a link in the top corner for that, just to clarify that. And how much can you then earn from microtask jobs? And that will of course vary depending on the job. But what you do need to be aware of is that it's usually not something you can do for a living, because it is microtask jobs. So usually it would be one small task, you would get one small fee or salary for that, reward, whatever you want to call it, and then you have to do another one, sometimes on the same platform, sometimes on another. And that's why it's great to join several different microtask websites or apps, so you can easily get access to as many as you want to. But it is microtask, and therefore usually the salary will also be a small salary, a small little pay, but it can give some nice extra money on the side if you just make sure to use the right and the best sites. And I will now then show you 9 different options, so you have plenty of opportunities. It's not a prioritized list, because which one is the best for you really depends on your personal preferences, and to a certain extent also the country you live in. But you can use just one of them, 2 of them, 3 of them, all of them. That's completely up to you, or none of them. If you then prefer other options instead, I will also leave links below so you can find other methods to earn online instead. But let's now get to the list. When we talk about microtasks, we also have to talk about Amazon Mechanical Turk, or Amazon mTurk, and that's why we are starting here. That's called mturk.com, and they have a worker section where you can sign up for free, of course, and you can do all kind of tasks. You can see help companies select the best picture, or do different audits, or classify certain objects, all kind of little data verification, information gathering. They have a lot of tasks, but you cannot always join. They need to verify you first, so you join with your Amazon account, and in my experience it can be quite hard to actually join. If you manage to get in, then they do have plenty of jobs. If you have used it yourself, or any of the other platforms for that matter, please share your experiences below. Which country are you from? How are your experiences? How much have you earned? It would be great to hear all that. But Amazon mTurk, definitely a platform where you can find a lot of these different microtasks. The next option is called Lionbridge, and they have quite a lot of different ways to earn, and some of the job openings are these different small microtasks. For example, you can be translator or doing different other tasks. Some of the jobs you can find are also more permanent, so that's one thing. If you're looking for that, then Lionbridge can be a place to look for that for sure. Moving on to the next option, here we have picker workers, and that's like really microtask jobs that anyone can do, so you do not have to really be approved. You can just sign up no matter the country you live in. You will then get access to the website, and you can see right now, as of recording this video, they have almost 700 different jobs. Some of them are definitely not worth it. Some of them are something I would definitely stay away from also, but you can just go through and you can click and read exactly what you need to do. Usually it will take sometimes 2 minutes, sometimes 5, sometimes 10 to do, and then you can see how much you would get. And once you've earned $5, you can take your earnings out. There is quite a high fee for cashing out. I have a full video where I explain more about that. I'll leave a link to that in the top corner, so you do need to be aware of that before you start working on picker workers. But what is great is that it has plenty of these small microtasks, and it's very easy to get started. You can start earning right away. The next option is called Timebox, and if you go to the earn section, you can see they have a lot of different ways to earn. You can also watch videos, click ads, take surveys, do all kind of things. But if you're interested in microtasks, they also have a section for that called Tasks, and you can see that can be to install some software. It can be different offers, it can be to do social media tasks, all kind of different tasks. Again, not all are worth it, but you can clearly see how much you would get and an estimated time what it would take, and then you can decide yourself which one is the best for you. And what is great about Timebox also is that it is available in more or less all countries, and you can just sign up and start earning right away, and you can then get paid in cash or in cryptocurrencies or in many other ways depending on what you prefer. Next we have Appen, and Appen has different, as you can see, part-time flexible jobs. Some of them are more involved than others. Some of them are just small one-time projects, and you can see they have different these you can apply for the projects, of the microtask, or for the service and data collection. So which one you prefer, that is of course up to you. I also have a full list of all these options on my website where I have full tutorials of each of them also. I'll leave a link below so you can also check that out if you want full information about exactly how to use each of them. This is just a quick overview to give you some inspiration of the different platforms where you can find microtasks to earn some extra money. Next we have Gigwalk, and Gigwalk is an app where you can find different small tasks. You can see some examples of them where you can, for example, do website, mobile testing, or consumer brands are looking for some things. In my experience, the most of the jobs are where you have to go to kind of mystery shopping jobs where you have to go to shops and sometimes take pictures or answer a few questions. So it can be a fun little extra way to earn, but it can take a little bit more involvement because you have to go to these different locations. In most cases, sometimes you can also find other tasks here. We now have a few more options to go over, but before going over those, it would be great if you could just take 1 second to like this video, because it can help it to be seen by more people, and I would definitely appreciate that support. Next we have micro workers, and I must admit, honestly, out of all the options on this list, this is my least favorite, but it still is a way where you can find plenty of micro tasks. So if you're interested in that kind of task that they are offering, it can definitely still be a platform to check out. I personally just prefer basically all the other options instead, but I just wanted to give you plenty of options and opportunities, and then you can decide for yourself. But you can see some of the tasks you can do: content moderation, there's some social media tasks, image categorization, things like that. Some of the tasks pay quite decently, some of them pay quite low and are even, in my personal opinion, borderline unethical, so you do need to be a little bit critical when you choose the tasks. Next option is usertesting.com, where you can basically get paid to record your screen while you also record your voice and talk about your experience when testing a website or an app in most cases. And it does pay you quite well for your time. You can see overall, usually they will pay you $4 for every 5-minute test, or $10 if it's a 20-minute test, or between $30 and $120 for live interviews. So it can definitely be worth it. You just need to be aware that where some of the others are where you can find constant tasks every single day more or less, then usertesting.com will only give you tasks once in a while. If you're lucky, maybe once every week or a couple of times a week, maybe sometimes only a couple of times a month. That really depends on the country you live in. But that's also why, if you do like doing user tests like this, it can be a good idea to sign up for several sites that offer that. I have a full video about the best ways to get paid for doing user tests. I'll leave a link in the top corner so you can also check that out, because that definitely does pay quite well, but you just have to be patient to get the different tasks. The last option I wanted to talk about is called Field Agent, and this is an app where you can find different small tasks. You can see examples of some of the tasks. You can do different audits where you collect photos or information in different stores. That is kind of mystery shopping tasks also, and that's, in my experience and from what I also have heard from feedback from my viewers and people on my website, it is what you usually, or mostly what you find. But there are all kind of other things where you can do ratings and reviews, scavenger hunts. It can be a quite fun way. Again, it can take quite a bit of time because you usually have to go to specific locations, so it's more interesting if you're just like moving around anyways, and then you can do it but once in a while when you're out and about anyways. But there are also some tasks you can do from home sometimes. As you can see, if you're looking for microtask jobs, there are plenty of ways to do that. Some of them are very fast and easy to get started with. You can just sign up without any approval process and start finding tasks and earn right away. Others, there's an application process that sometimes can take quite a bit of patience and time. So you can just apply for several of them to kind of expand and increase your options of earning. Or you can just choose and pick and then just say like, I only want to try for that, and then just do that. That's completely up to you. All of these options are free, so there is no cost at all to start using them or to start earning. And I will leave a link below to a full list I have of the best microtask jobs, and on my website you can also find a lot of information, also here on my YouTube channel, about different other free ways to make some extra money online if you're interested in that. And I hope the video helped you, gave you some inspiration, and if it did, then make sure to hit the like button, and also don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out next time there's a video with tips and tricks about different ways to make some extra money on the side online.